V has been deleted from YouTube. Jungkook announced he's taking a break from streaming. According to Jin, V cried. J-Hope might have just revealed something he wasn't supposed to. And where is Suga? Watch until the end to find out all the details. RM did something very rare in the K-pop world. He shared a picture of his parents and sister. RM posted 2 photos of his family on his personal social media. In one photo, he's standing next to his mom, dad, and younger sister, all of them dressed in formal suits. Fans couldn't help but notice how much RM looks like his dad. They're both tall, with similar sharp features. The second photo had a more relaxed feel. RM and his family were wearing matching tracksuits and were caught zipping them up at the same time. That small moment made it feel like the family shares a playful bond and is really close. Their relaxed poses and soft expressions made the photos feel warm and personal, almost like a snapshot from an ordinary day. These pictures caught people's attention fast, not just because of who RM is, but because he rarely shows this part of his life. Fans pointed out that it was refreshing to see such a famous person share something so simple and honest, especially in an industry that's often about perfection and image. What made the timing even more interesting is that this happened right after RM reached a major milestone in his career. On October 29th, he became the first K-pop artist ever to speak at the opening of the Apex CEO Summit in 2025. That summit brings together some of the most powerful leaders in business and politics from across the Asia-Pacific region. It's a big deal. RM didn't just attend. He gave a speech at the opening ceremony, which made headlines around the world. Jimin and Jungkook are returning to Disney Plus with a new season of Are You Sure? BTS members Jimin and Jungkook are teaming up again for a second season of their travel show, Are You Sure? And this time, they're keeping it real, simple, and full of surprises. Disney Plus confirmed that Season 2 will premiere on December 3rd. Along with the announcement, BTS's official social media accounts posted a teaser photo and a few behind-the-scenes images to give fans a sneak peek. The first season, which ended in September 2023, became a major hit around the world. In just 42 days, it became the most-watched non-English, non-drama series on Disney Plus, proving how much fans enjoyed seeing the two idols step away from the stage and into a more personal setting. After more than a year, they're finally back, but with a twist. This new season was filmed shortly after both Jimin and Jungkook completed their mandatory military service. The show follows them on a 12-day trip through Switzerland and Vietnam. But it's not a luxury vacation. Instead, the two take on what's called minimalist travel. That means they only have a small amount of money, an old travel guidebook, and no fancy planning. To keep going, they have to earn money themselves by competing in different challenges along the way. This time around, there are no private chefs, no 5-star hotels, and no staff handling everything behind the scenes. The focus is on real moments, figuring things out on the spot, solving problems together, and reacting honestly to whatever comes their way. The goal is to show who they are when the cameras aren't trying to create a perfect image. People who loved the first season will see that same playful bond between Jimin and Jungkook again. Their natural teamwork, silly moments, and serious talks continue to be the heart of the show. Viewers will get to see them go from joking around to dealing with real travel struggles, all while learning more about each other and themselves. Some of the teaser photos hint at what's coming. In one, they're smiling with the Matterhorn mountain behind them in Switzerland. In another, they're on a boat at night in Hoi An, Vietnam, looking relaxed and peaceful. These moments suggest that the show will not only highlight beautiful places, but also focus on emotional, genuine experiences. Season 2 will have 8 episodes in total. Disney Plus will release 2 new episodes every Wednesday, starting on December 3rd and ending on December 24th. Just like last time, the series will be available only on Disney Plus. Is Jungkook considering going solo? Jungkook recently spent nearly 6 hours live on Weverse, chatting directly with fans in one of his longest live streams yet. The session was titled Hello, This is Ian, using the English name he sometimes goes by. Throughout the stream, Jungkook kept things light and personal. He sang songs on the spot, played games, scrolled through YouTube videos, and even sat down to enjoy a bowl of gukbap, a warm Korean rice soup, right in front of the camera. It felt less like a performance and more like spending a casual night with a friend. But at one point, the relaxed vibe shifted. While browsing content on screen, an ad for J-Hope's solo concert popped up. Jungkook saw it, let out a deep sigh, and wondered out loud if he would ever get the chance to have his own solo concert. He didn't say it dramatically, but the quiet way he said it caught fans off guard. It was enough to set off a wave of responses online. Supporters around the world immediately filled social media with messages of encouragement. Many said they'd show up without hesitation if he ever announced a concert, even if it was the very next day. Others asked why his company hadn't made it happen yet, especially when so many people were clearly waiting. Fans didn't just want to cheer him on, they wanted him to know they believed in him and were ready whenever he was. Right now, there's no solo tour on his schedule, but the interest is clearly there. His live stream gave fans an unexpected and honest glimpse into how he's feeling, torn between uncertainty about future solo work and the excitement of reconnecting with fans again. Even though he didn't make any promises, the message from fans couldn't have been louder. They're not just ready for Jungkook's solo concert, they're hoping it happens soon. V cried. On November 1st, BTS's V walked back onto a concert stage for the first time in over 2 years, and the moment was unforgettable. The unexpected appearance happened during the final encore show of Jin's solo world tour. Jin's tour, which first began in June, had been extended after overwhelming fan demand. With the original shows selling out quickly, 2 encore concerts were added for October 31st and November 1st. Fans were eager for more, and the large venue was chosen to make room for the thousands hoping to see Jin perform one last time. V's appearance on the second night took many by surprise. His singing was rich and emotional, and every word carried weight. By the time he reached the final lines, he had tears in his eyes. After the song ended, V spoke to the crowd. He said it had been a very long time since he stood on a stage like this, and admitted that he was so nervous his hands were shaking. He told everyone that he had missed them. As he turned to leave, Jin came back out and gently brought him back, holding his hand. He told the audience that V had already been crying backstage before his performance, saying how much he missed the fans. Jin said he just couldn't leave him there alone. The crowd responded with loud cheers. Jin then brought out a chair and placed it on the stage. He said it was for V, so he could sit in the front row and enjoy the rest of the show up close. V smiled and said he didn't want to make it too obvious by staying the whole time, but he'd watch for a little while before heading backstage. But that wasn't the end of it. A bit later, during a medley of BTS songs, V reappeared, this time in casual clothes, wearing glasses and carrying a small bag. He looked surprised himself and told the crowd he had already changed and was getting ready to go home when someone suddenly told him to come join the medley performance. The medley included songs like Idol, So What, and My Universe. Even though his return wasn't planned, fans went wild. It felt spontaneous, honest, and emotional, more like a reunion than a concert. Fans are furious after Hybe singles out V by removing his fan cam. A video of V performing his solo song Love Me Again at Jin's encore concert was uploaded by a popular fan account called Nuna V. The clip, filmed from the audience, quickly gained attention on YouTube. But it didn't last long. Soon after it was posted, the video was taken down. Viewers trying to watch it were met with a message saying it was blocked due to a copyright claim from Hybe, the company that manages BTS. Not only was the video removed, but even the preview image, what users see before clicking, was also deleted. Hybe claimed full rights to the content, meaning no one else was allowed to post or use it without permission. The concert in question took place on November 1st. That night, V made a surprise appearance and sang Love Me Again live in front of thousands of fans. It was a big moment, especially since it had been a long time since he last performed on a stage like that. Naturally, fans wanted to relive it and share it. But the takedown didn't sit well with many in the BTS fandom. Fan cams, videos taken by fans at concerts, are a common part of K-pop fan culture. They're usually allowed to stay online, and there are countless fan cams of BTS members performing solo and in groups that haven't been taken down. That's why fans quickly noticed something strange. While other fan cams from the same night were still up, V's video was the only one removed. People started asking why only V's performance was targeted. Fans began speaking out, accusing Hybe of singling him out. One user pointed out that there were thousands of other members' solo and group fan cams with no issues, and asked why the company would only go after V's. Others said it felt unfair and demanded that he be treated equally. The situation quickly grew into a larger protest online. Hashtags criticizing Hybe's actions started trending, and fans began calling for an explanation. They said if the company wanted to protect its copyrights, it should do so equally across all members, not just one. So far, HYBE hasn't released a public statement about why they took action only on this specific video. Fans aren't upset about the copyright rules themselves. They're upset about the way they're being applied. Supporters of V have explained that fan cams aren't just videos. They're one of the ways BTS built a global fan base. Many people discover BTS through fan-made clips, and they help spread the group's performances to a wider audience. Fans have even begun collecting links to similar fan cams that are still online, saying it proves the rules are not being enforced the same way for everyone. BTS fans keep records, promote the group constantly, and speak up when something doesn't seem right. That's exactly what happened here. One video being removed turned into a bigger argument about fairness, control, and the relationship between fans and the companies behind the artists they love. As of now, the clip remains offline. HYBE has said nothing about whether it plans to remove other fan cams or restore this one. Meanwhile, fans continue to call for transparency and equal treatment for every member of BTS. This wasn't the first time something like this has happened. Videos of V have been taken down from YouTube in the past as well. In 2024, HYBE Corporation came under fire after fans noticed that videos of BTS member V were being removed from YouTube. These weren't official uploads. They were fan cams, videos filmed by fans during concerts and shared online. But they weren't just any fan cams. Some had been around for years and had racked up millions of views, sometimes even more than official performance clips. It started when fans realized a popular fan cam of V performing Pied Piper had suddenly disappeared. The video had been shared widely and was a fan favorite, but that wasn't the only one. Other channels focused on V's performances were also getting takedown notices. In some cases, entire accounts were deleted. At first, people thought it might be a normal copyright enforcement move. Labels often remove unlicensed footage of their artists, but fans quickly pointed out that this wasn't happening to all fan cams, only V's. Clips featuring other BTS members from the exact same performances were still available and untouched. That's when people started to question what was really going on. Online reactions came fast. Fans across platforms began to express anger and confusion. They said it didn't make sense that only V's content was being targeted. Some accused HYBE of deliberately trying to lower his visibility online. One fan pointed out that even fan cams uploaded 6 years ago were being removed, asking why copyright claims were suddenly being made now, and only for one member. Another fan argued that no matter what HYBE tried, V would always be the fan cam king. Some fans said the issue went beyond just a few takedowns. They noticed that certain videos of V were losing views, had broken thumbnails, or were suddenly missing from search results. The conversation soon reached Korean forums like The Coup, where local fans also shared their frustration. Some even suggested that his past collaboration with former Adore CEO Min Hee-jin, who had a public falling out with HYBE, might be linked to the situation. Although there's no confirmed connection, the theory picked up steam online. HYBE has not said anything publicly about the controversy. That's why fans aren't just upset about the videos being gone, they're worried about what it means. If HYBE is only removing content related to one member, people are left wondering if there's more going on behind the scenes. Many fans now feel that unless the company treats all BTS members equally, or at least explains their actions, this will continue to look like a deliberate attempt to limit V's exposure. Jungkook announced he's taking a break from streaming. For 7 days straight, BTS's Jungkook took on one of the most unexpectedly wholesome challenges in K-pop, and won. His mission? To find a single cookie with the word Ian printed on it. Concho is a chocolate-filled biscuit that's sold all over South Korea. Each tiny round cookie has a random word or name printed on it. It's become a fun online trend for people to search through the cookies to find one with their name, or something close to it, printed on top. But Jungkook didn't search for his real name. He explained that Jungkook was too unusual to expect on a cookie, so he aimed for something a bit more likely, Ian, a name that had once been considered for his stage name before BTS debuted. Every day for a week, Jungkook went live on stream, opening pack after pack of Concho. He laughed when the cookies didn't show what he was looking for, but he kept going. Fans watched him tear into bag after bag, never giving up, making jokes, and sharing his progress like it was a sports tournament. It felt more like watching a friend on a silly quest than a superstar on camera. By the end of the seventh day, after probably spending over $50 on cookies and sorting through hundreds of pieces, Jungkook finally found it. He held up the cookie that said Ian and smiled like a kid who just found a golden ticket. He looked surprised, happy, and proud, all at once. After the challenge, Jungkook told fans he would take a short break from live streaming. 7 days of cookie hunting on camera had been a lot, and fans agreed. He earned the break. J-Hope might have just revealed something he wasn't supposed to. BTS member J-Hope surprised fans by going live in his pajamas, casually chatting with viewers like it was just another bedtime routine. But during the relaxed stream, he dropped one sentence that instantly sent fans into detective mode. He teased that something fun might be coming in November, well before BTS's long-anticipated group comeback, officially set for March 2026. When a viewer asked about what's next, J-Hope brushed off December, calling it just the end of the year, and then smiled as he told everyone to expect something fun in November. He didn't say if he meant a personal project or something involving all 7 members, but the hint was enough to get people talking. What makes this especially exciting is that BTS has already finished recording their comeback album. Jimin confirmed that detail during one of his previous live streams, and J-Hope backed it up as well. The album is officially dropping in March 2026. So if something new is really coming in November, that would mean fans might be getting more than they bargained for, and sooner. Fans have started speculating like crazy. Some think it could be a digital single, maybe even a teaser for the full album. Others believe it could be a collaboration, like the one J-Hope recently did on the track Spaghetti. That release stirred up buzz, and it showed that he's still working behind the scenes, even while waiting for the group comeback. This isn't the first time BTS has hinted at surprise drops. Their past releases often came with little warning. Sometimes a single word or moment in a live stream would be enough to signal that something big was coming. The fact that J-Hope mentioned November so directly, instead of being vague like idols usually are, makes fans think this isn't just wishful thinking. Something might actually be on the way. Right now, the only confirmed date is March 2026. That's when the next BTS album will drop, marking the group's first full project after finishing their military service. But with J-Hope dropping clues and multiple members appearing together on stage, fans believe something is building quietly in the background. Whether it's a solo release, a group teaser, or a digital drop, all eyes are now on November. With BTS, you never really know what's coming until it hits, and that's exactly why fans are watching closely. Where is Suga? On November 3rd, South Korean artist and producer El Capitan went live on Instagram for a laid-back stream with his fans. But instead of questions about his own work, the comment section quickly became overwhelmed with one name, Suga. Fans flooded the chat asking about the BTS member. Since finishing his military service earlier this year, he's been staying quiet, and that silence has left many armies wondering how he's doing and when he might return. El Capitan, known for producing several of Suga's solo tracks under the name Agusti, is one of his closest creative collaborators, so fans saw him as the closest connection they could reach. But the stream didn't stay casual for long. With the comments dominated by concerns and questions about Suga's health and whereabouts, El Capitan decided to speak up. He asked fans to stop worrying so much, telling them there was no need for concern. He said Min Yoongi was stronger than people thought and reassured everyone that he was doing well. His tone was kind, but the message was clear. It's okay to care, but there's a line. The clip quickly spread online, and fans had mixed reactions. Some said they understood the concern, but also felt that turning El Capitan's personal livestream into a press conference for someone else crossed a line. After all, he wasn't there to speak on Suga's behalf. He was there as an artist with his own music and identity. People online began reminding each other that even if the questions came from a place of love, it can still feel uncomfortable, especially when the person being asked is just trying to engage with their own supporters. There's news regarding Suga. Suga was recently named the 40th recipient of the Angel and Star Award, a title given to people whose influence leads to real, positive change. Even though he hasn't been in the spotlight since completing his military service, his quiet impact continues to grow, reaching far beyond music charts or award shows. This honor wasn't about fame, streaming numbers, or public appearances. It was about the kind of influence that inspires others to do good. Fans of Suga donated money in his name to support children from low-income and single-parent families. Their kindness wasn't random. It came directly from following the example Suga has set for years through his own acts of giving. The exact amount of this recent donation hasn't been shared publicly, but looking at past fan projects connected to BTS, it's common for these efforts to raise anywhere from $10,000 to over $100,000, depending on how big the campaign is. Considering BTS's global fanbase and the way ARMY organizes around causes like this, it's very likely that this donation was significant. Suga's giving spirit isn't new. He's known for donating quietly, without making a big deal out of it. Even during his military service, Suga stayed in the news. Not because of music releases or interviews, but because people kept discovering stories about his generosity. Now that he's finished serving, his fans are continuing that work in his name. This new Angel and Star recognition isn't just about what Suga has done. It's about how what he's done keeps inspiring others to follow his lead. The Angel and Star program in South Korea highlights people whose influence sparks real action. Past recipients have included volunteers, activists, and public figures who helped bring attention and support to important causes. After news of the award spread online, fans responded with love. One person wrote that Suga is a real-life angel. Others talked about how his example pushed them to get involved in charity work in their own countries, whether by donating, volunteering, or helping others in need. Suga hasn't made a public statement about receiving the award, but his silence speaks in its own way. He's never been someone who does things for credit. Instead, he quietly sets an example, and his fans take it from there.